Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jarell. Today we're going to be talking about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Subculture palette. So I ordered this palette when it first launched. I was able to get it, and I ordered it straight from the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. Unfortunately, when I got it that same day, I had to start packing because we were going to go out of town, so I wasn't able to film or give my review, and I so wanted to, but I couldn't. I had to pack. So I went out to a trip with my family. I brought it with me, and unfortunately, because I'm with my kids and it was all about, you know, them having fun and doing stuff with them, I actually did not have the time to try it. Now, I did open it. I saw the colors. I took a picture. I posted it on my Instagram, and I was super excited. But like I said, I didn't have the time to play with it. During the nighttime when my kids are sleeping, I was able to actually look on YouTube, and I see in Twitter and I see all this crazy stuff that people are talking about, how it's so bad, and it's not. I love Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love her shadows. I love all of her palettes. I have all of her palettes that she's come out with from the first palette that she came out with, and you know, like every single palette after that. I've actually bought them all because they're just so good. So I was not, you know, like in my mind when I order, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be another amazing palette from Anastasia. And from all these reviews and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, oh my goodness, what is going on with this palette? So here I am, finally at home. I got in today. I put my kids to sleep. I unpacked. I had to brush my hair because it was a mess, and yeah, so this is my first impressions. I hope that you stick around until the end of the video. I'm going to create a look with it. I'm going to see if, you know, I got a good palette, a bad palette. I'm so stressed about this palette. I'm so like happy that I'm doing this, but at the same time it's like, man, if I got a bad palette, I just don't know. So if you want to see if I got a good palette, bad palette, stick around and let's get on to the review. Okay, so here's the palette one more time. Okay, so it has 14 shadows, and this is the packaging. Is the same packaging, the Renaissance palette. So it's the same packaging, the same size. Yep. And me not having my wedding ring is bothering me, so give me a second. Now this is supposed to be the sister of Modern Renaissance. So these are supposed to work together and, you know, complement each other. So this is what it looks like. I did swatch this one and this one. So let's just go. Oh gosh. Okay. So as you can see, there's some fallout right there from just me tapping it, and I'm being very gentle because, oh yeah, guys, look. I mean, that's just a lot. And then I have, let me do, yep, same thing. And this one, everybody was talking about this one. Okay, that's not that bad. Let's try the other side. Okay, that's not bad. Let's try this red one right here. Okay, that's not that bad. Nope. So I'm tapping them, and as you can see, I mean, this one right here is the one that I would say has the most fall, like it just starts falling, crumbling down the palette, but compared to the other ones. So let's go ahead and start using these colors, and I'm gonna see what I come up with, and I'm gonna see how the colors work together, and yeah, let's go ahead and put it to the test. Okay, so I went ahead and primed my eyes with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion in Eden. I set my primer with my Laura Mercier just on the brow bone and to my crease. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Dawn, and I'm going to grab some on the brush that came with, and I am tapping. Hope you can see it. It does have some fallout. I'm going to put that on my crease and just blend it up. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like in the outer parts of the where I place a shadow. So on the top and in the bottom, I can see the same color as Dawn. Like I can see the same peachiness, but right in the center is like a darker shadow. We're just gonna continue with the look. So I'm going to take New Wave right here with the same blending brush that came with. Just gonna tap, and I'm just going to put that right on top of the other shade, but just concentrating it more on the outer corner. Okay, so I'm going to take the other side of the brush, and I'm going to take Axis, and I'm going to pack that in the inner corner. And the outer corner. I'm gonna go back to New Waves. I'm gonna grab that on the other side of the brush, and I'm going to use this just to blend the green Axis. And I'm doing it very gently. I'm going to use Electric, and I'm using my MAC 242, trying to pick it up. I'm going to pop that right in the center. Okay, so this is what we have so far. I'm just going back to Electric, and I'm just packing it. I'm just moving it side to side so it can blend. Okay, I'm going to use Roxy, and just to blend it in really tight right above all of that, just so I can give him a little warmth. Now this one is the one that is giving me a lot of fallout. I'm barely touching it, and you can see how much product I have in my brush, but let's just tap it. Okay, so I'm going to use fudge just to put it in the corners. And I'm going to use a clean blending brush, and this is a Morphe M573. I'm going to pick up New Wave again, just a little bit, and I'm just going to put it right on top of everything. Okay, so as you can see, there's a lot of fallout right here. I don't have my base or anything, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and clean everything underneath, and then I'm going to do my whole makeup, and I'll be right back to finish up the eyes. Okay, so I finished with my face. I just put my foundation and a little bronzer and blush, and I'm going to be using this NYX eye pencil, and this one is in golden bronze. It's from their Stay On and Glide On collection, and I'm going to put that on my waterline. Going back to the Anastasia brush, I'm going to go back to Aces outer corner and connect it with the top. Okay, and then I'm going to use Edge. I'm going to work that in my inner. Okay, and I'm going to be using a Morphe E36. So grabbing Edge. Same brush, I'm going to grab a little Aces. And just work it right in the inner corner. Okay, and with a synthetic brush, I'm going to grab this shade right here, which is Electric again, and I'm just going to pop that right in the middle. Okay, and I need to brighten the inner corner, so I'm going to grab Cube, which is this shade right here. I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to pop it right in the inner corner. I'm going to put some mascara on my lower lashes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the last thing that I did was grab this shade right here, which is Roxy, and I just blended it on the bottom, on my bottom lashes, and that's it. But yeah, this is the final look. Okay, yep, so that's it for the look. As you can see, I used quite a lot, and my shadows still look pretty good. I mean, the one that, honestly, the one that gave me the hardest time was Roxy, because every time you'll tap it, it just falls, it crumbles down. Same thing with Fudge. I saw a lot of fallout, but the Aces one actually performed really good to me. And Dawn, I use Dawn, Fudge, New Wave. I mean, you saw all the colors that I used. I try to use as much as I could in this look, just so I can see how things were working. And I gotta say, this palette is working out for me. To me, you just gotta treat it with a lot of love. Not go in with like a savage like I usually do with my other palettes, but because of all the other reviews that I've seen, it actually helped me just go in a little bit more gentle than what I'm used to. Not go in so hard, and just, you know, be gentle with the brushes, especially knowing that has so much pigment. I mean, these eyeshadows are completely pigmented. You do not need to go in hard. You do not need to go in like, and really try to dig in to get some pigment. You already know that these shadows are pigmented. I mean, you can see the swatches right here. The swatches, they speak for themselves. This is a very pigmented palette. If you have one and you want to make it work, you only need a little tiny bit, and if you need more pigment, you can always go back in and just build on the color instead of you going hard on it and then having such difficulty on blending. Just build it up little by little. And I'm not saying that I know how to use the palette better than the other people, not at all. Maybe I actually got a good palette. So that's it. That's all I have to say about this palette. I hope that the issue gets resolved. I hope that everybody, just gets a good palette and are happy with this. This is makeup. This is supposed to be enjoyable. This is supposed to be fun. So there's no reason to stress. I'm sure Norvina and Anastasia are working really hard on resolving the issue with the people are having problems with the palette. But yes, that is all that I have to say. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to follow me in all of my social medias, which is Makeup by Jarrell. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down below in the comment section. If you want me to create another look with this palette using some other colors, let me know. And yeah, thank you so much once again for all of your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.